Yo, what's going on, man? It's Mo Salim here from TripleUT.com, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Super Test Testosterone Booster made by Beast Sports Nutrition. Before diving into the review, just 3 quick points. The first is that I do not have any personal experience with this supplement. Instead, what I've done is looked through each one of its ingredients and dug out the applicable research regarding whether it's actually proven in human studies to boost testosterone or not. Second point is that I do not have an affiliation with Beast Sports Nutrition, so whether you decide to buy or you decide not to buy does not make a financial difference to me. And the third point is that if natural testosterone optimization is a priority for you, please consider diet and lifestyle changes before you consider natural supplements, alright? Because if you don't make the changes in how you eat, move, and sleep, don't expect any significant results. So if this is something that you're interested in, definitely check out my free quiz, which I've linked out below, which will analyze your current situation and offer personalized advice moving forward. With that being said, let's dive into the Beast Super Test ingredient formula. Alright, so this supplement starts off with a ZMA complex, and ZMA is basically a combination of B vitamins, zinc, and magnesium. And these are micronutrients or vitamins and minerals which can basically increase your testosterone levels, but only to the extent that you are currently deficient in them. And as it turns out, magnesium is actually the second most prevalent micronutrient deficiency in Western developed countries. But the drawback is that Beast Super Test only contains about 7% of your daily requirement, alright? So in effect, it won't have any effect on your magnesium levels or your testosterone levels in regards to you having a magnesium deficiency. As for zinc, it provides about 90% of your daily requirement, so that's definitely a plus point, but something to keep in mind is that not many people have a zinc deficiency. But if you are living in a warm climate, or if you sweat a lot, or if you just don't eat enough zinc-rich foods, then supplementing with the ZMA complex can definitely help with that. Alright, so next up in this Beast Super Test ingredient formula is the Pro Testosterone Support Complex, which basically includes 2 ingredients, which are fenugreek and ashwagandha. So fenugreek is a herb that has been used for a very long time now. I think since the ancient herbal treatment, it was used to enhance aspects of male health. But as per its effects on testosterone, the research reveals mixed results. Alright, some studies show that it has a minor increase in men who supplement with fenugreek, and some studies show that it has no change, and some studies show that it actually decreases DHT levels. And DHT, if you didn't know, is actually the most potent androgen in the male body, so lower levels of it is definitely something that we don't want. And overall, yeah, I've done an entire video on fenugreek if you want to dive deeper into it, but overall I'd say that it is not a proven testosterone booster. And the second ingredient in this support complex is ashwagandha, and again I've done an entire separate video on ashwagandha and its effects on testosterone, but overall just know that this is one of my recommended herbs in terms of its pro-testosterone effects. And that's because there are a bunch of studies which actually support the influence that it has on testosterone levels in men, in men who are healthy, in men who are infertile, and men who are stressed, alright? And the way that ashwagandha actually works is by decreasing the amount of cortisol in the human body, alright? That's why it's known as an adaptogenic herb. So essentially it lowers cortisol, which means that it allows more testosterone to be produced. And that's because cortisol and testosterone are both steroid hormones, which means that they're both produced from cholesterol. So less cortisol, that essentially means more cholesterol available for testosterone to be produced. And again, if you want to dive deeper into ashwagandha, I'll link out to my video below, but overall just know it is definitely one of the better herbal ingredients on the market. Alright, so next up in this Super Test Testosterone Booster is what they call the Male Support Complex, and this is basically a proprietary blend comprised of a number of different ingredients, and I will not go over all of them. If you want to check out all of them, definitely check out my full blog post review on Beast Super Test. I'll link out to that below as well. But the 2 primary ingredients in this proprietary blend are Tribulus terrestris and Tongat Ali extract. So Tribulus, I've done another video on this as well. I'll link out to it below. But the bottom line is that Tribulus is not a proven testosterone booster, alright? That being said, it is one of the most popular testosterone boosting ingredients on the market, and that is because supplementing with Tribulus can increase your sex drive, and it makes men think that it's increasing their testosterone, But what most men don't realize is that an increased sex drive does not directly translate to increased testosterone levels. Even though that is one of the reasons that they want to increase their testosterone levels in the first place, Tribulus exerts its influence without exerting an influence on testosterone. Alright? Bottom line, Tribulus is not a proven testosterone booster. Multiple studies have found that it has no influence on the testosterone levels of otherwise healthy men. And even in infertile men who have very low testosterone levels to begin with, the effect is very marginal. Alright, and the second ingredient which I'll talk about is Eurycoma longifolia extract, or Tongat Ali extract, and this is another one of the ingredients which I actually like seeing in a testosterone booster, because there are a bunch of studies that show it having a positive influence on testosterone levels in men who are otherwise healthy. Actually, no, not otherwise healthy. It shows that it increases testosterone levels in men who are either moderately stressed or overweight. Alright, so if you don't meet these two conditions, then there's not enough scientific evidence to prove that Tongat Ali will boost your testosterone levels as well. Alright, that being said, it is definitely one of the better ingredients on the market. Alright, and the final ingredient I'll talk about in the B Super Test testosterone booster is stinging nettle. But keep in mind that I have not gone over every single ingredient in B Super Test, because there are a bunch of different proprietary blends. So if you want to dive deeper into each one of its individual ingredients and the science behind whether it's actually proven in men to boost testosterone, then definitely check out my blog post below. But right now I'm just going to discuss the final ingredient in this video. And the final ingredient in B Super Test is stinging nettle. And this is another ingredient that has developed a reputation for being a potent testosterone booster. But the truth of the matter is that although it might increase testosterone levels, it does so by reducing the amount of an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. And 5-alpha reductase is the enzyme that converts testosterone into its more potent derivative, DHT. And DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone, is basically a more potent form of testosterone, and all of the benefits, not all, but most of the benefits that we associate with higher testosterone levels can actually be tied back to DHT. So what stinging nettle does is reduce testosterone's conversion to DHT, thereby increasing testosterone, but it decreases many of the benefits that we're after, alright? Because testosterone is basically the active androgen in muscle tissue, and everywhere else it's DHT. So in your brain, in your balls, in your bones, everywhere else it's DHT that exerts the influence. So stinging nettle is definitely an ingredient that I do not like seeing in testosterone boosters. Alright, so that's a quick look at the B Super Test testosterone booster, and if you want to dive deeper into each of the individual studies, I definitely recommend you check out my entire blog post on this. But bottom line, based on my analysis of the research, there are some ingredients in B Super Test that can increase your testosterone levels, and then there are some that will have no influence. Alright, so I'm not sure why B Sports Nutrition have actually added so many ingredients into their supplement. They could have done so much better with having fewer amounts of them. That being said, that's just my analysis of the research, and that's my opinion. So whether you choose to believe it or not, it's up to you. I've just looked at the research and I'm telling you what I think of it. Alright, with all that being said, this has been Mo Salim from TripleUT.com, and I just want to end by saying that if testosterone optimization naturally, I don't know why I was doing that, but if natural testosterone optimization is a priority for you, definitely check out my free quiz. I've linked out to it below, because it will analyze your current situation and figure out the best direction for you moving forward in terms of making the simple diet and lifestyle changes that will allow your body to produce higher levels of testosterone. Alright, once again, this has been Mo Salim. I hope that this video provided you with the information you were looking for, and I'll see you soon.